Welcome. I'm Dr. Jean-Paul Amante of the Holistic Research Academy, and in this video, we'll be addressing the fundamental pillars of holistic health. Because one of the fundamental aspects is that an ounce of prevention is certainly worth a pound of cure, and that's by keeping the fundamental aspects of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual selves coordinated and balanced, we can be healthy potentially for a very long time. So if we think about a lot of the ancient temples and structures that you can even still see in ancient Rome, we see these structures standing for hundreds, if not thousands of years, in these big stone columns. Now, I had this vision many years ago of how these columns and these structures were able to withstand hundreds, thousands of years, and still are around to this day. And understanding that these same pillars and columns can be applied to our physical health in our body. Now, I was greatly inspired by the work of Dr. Harold J. Riley, who is a prominent physician who worked with the readings of Edgar Cayce. And in Dr. Riley's book, Health Through Drugless Therapy, he looked at these aspects that were paramount to keeping the body in an optimal state so that you can naturally resist disease and illness. Dr. Riley used the letters CARE, this idea of healthcare, C-A-R-E, that the C stood for circulation, and not only keeping the blood supply healthy, but also the flow of lymph, the flow of cerebral spinal fluid, all those aspects of the body flowing. And you can visualize in nature that just as water and fluids naturally move, they stay healthy, clean, and pure, and then anything stagnant or sedentary sets up the basis for underlying illness and disease. The A stands for assimilation, which is what we absorb into the body. So this is keeping a good, healthy diet, good nutrients, minerals, and vitamins in the body, but also keeping good digestive enzymes and a good, healthy gut. And as we now know, keeping a good, healthy gut and the microbiome inside is connected to many different disorders and pathologies that we currently see in our modern era. Now, the R stands for relaxation, which is the importance of keeping ourselves relaxed and doing things on a regular, daily basis to decompress and unwind. Now, relaxation looks at the nervous system and keeping the nervous system coordinated and well supported, because the truth is through your nervous system and your endocrine system, these two things control all the functions in the organs and tissues of the body. The E stands for elimination. Now, of course, this has to do with getting the crap, toxics, and metabolite byproducts out of the body. Now, your four major organs of elimination are your lungs, your skin, your bladder, and your colon and your large intestine. Now, you also have your stomach, but vomiting is a last resort. We only use that when we need it. And so remember that to eliminate anything and to cleanse the body out, you can breathe it out, you can sweat it out, you can pee it out, or you can poop it out. So anything that helps increase these natural parts of elimination is naturally going to keep us healthy and detoxify our bodies this way. Now, in my years of research, teaching, and application, I've also found that the important pillars of health have to also do with coordination, activation, resuscitation, and eradication. That is, the C also stands for keeping the body coordinated. Now, this has to do especially with the brain and the mind, because in the brain, this controls the central nervous system as well as the master glands, like your pineal, hypothalamus, pituitary, and your thyroid glands that literally control everything else in the body. And that if we can keep these glands and our brain and our nervous system coordinated and all the organs function together, this harmony creates a holistic, optimal health. The A also stands for activation, that in some cases the body needs to be primed, the same way you would prime or stimulate an engine to kind of get it running. That we need to activate the body and stimulate it in order to get things moving. Now, the R also stands for resuscitation. This means even if things have been dormant for a long time or maybe have wasted away with disuse, these things can be brought back to life, can be reactivated and redeveloped. And there's many cases and examples out there of people who've been severely injured or bedridden for a long time that can reactivate the organs and literally resuscitate their health back to that optimal state. Now, the E also stands for eradication. Now, this primarily has to do with eradicating unhealthy habits. Now, I know what I'm talking about, because in my own life, I've had to take a very honest look at the things that I was doing, the things I was thinking, the things that I was feeling, and especially about the past, whether it's past traumas, past relationships, past dietary habits that I would have. And the only way that we can move forward is to literally let go of the things that we're holding on to so we can grab on to the next chapter in life and move forward in life. And I would encourage everyone, especially watching these videos, to take an honest look at your life and look at the negative habits and the triggers that are oftentimes bringing us back. And by looking at thought patterns of negative aspects, negative emotions, or things that you're still hung up from the past, working on eradicating and eliminating these things on a regular daily use of meditation, but also just mindfulness and awareness of when this comes up and just consciously and physically letting it go. And by keeping these fundamental pillars of circulation and well-coordinated, of assimilation and then activating things, of keeping the body relaxed and resuscitating things that have been dormant for a while, and keeping good eliminations through those physical parts of your body, but also eradicating past unhealthy habits and things that you're holding on to, are the fundamental pillars of life. So thank you very much, and please check out my other videos, and I'll see you around.